YouTube? I'm back again today for something a little bit different. I'm going to be going over my top 10 most anticipated games and expansions of 2022. At the time of filming, this is January 5th, 2022, and I have just now gone through the 17 pages of all the games being released in 2022 that we know of, which is roughly around 830 games. What I did was I opened a new tab for each one of the games that interest me, and now they're going to fight to the death, and you get to see it. Now, a couple things I do want to mention. I know the first one is, why is Frosthaven not on your list, you fool? Well, I have only played Gloomhaven, I believe, a grand total of 2 times. Now, I've played Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion like 15 times. Play that with my son, play that with my game group. But the actual Gloomhaven, I haven't even really dug into. So I'm not really that excited about Frosthaven because I still want to dive into Gloomhaven. Also, Hero Quest, I wasn't a part of the Hero Quest that was before that, because I know Tsuyo Quest, you know what, let's just get out of here. What I'm saying is, it's a very, very good-looking year for board games. There's a lot of games that I'm not going to talk about, like Return to Dark Tower, and ISS Vanguard, and Weather Machine, that they just don't interest me personally, but they're, I'm sure, going to be pretty fantastic games. But, starting off, first one we got is Endless Winter Paleo of Americans. That's coming out later this year. And the real reason why I have this one right here is because area control, deck, bag, and pool building, endgame bonuses, hand-managed, modular boards, and the Kickstarter video. I remember the Kickstarter project for this absolutely wowed me. It was a super well-ran Kickstarter. It got me super excited about the project. And it had just absolutely just drop-dead gorgeous components. Not to mention, it is a medium to heavyweight game. Well, it's a medium weight game. 60 to 120 minutes. The solo gets me excited. A lot to be excited about this game. The 1 to 4 players, though. I don't know if this is going to stick here. But for right now, that's our first competitor. Next we have Frostpunk, the board game. Once again, I remember this was a massive Kickstarter. I remember the Kickstarter being pretty impressive. I did a Kickstarter critique on it. 1 to 4 players, so we're still at the 1 to 4 player count. But now we're getting into a heavier game, 120 to 150 minutes, which I personally don't mind at all. City survival game, where heat means life and every decision comes with a cost. Now that gets me really excited. And look at those components. Oh my. Very pretty components. And that does come into play. You know, that absolutely is something that I'm going to take into consideration here. City building. I love city building. Economic. It's based off the video game theme. Who's the designer? That's what I kind of want to know here. We're going to eliminate one of these games. And it's going to be whichever one. Wow. We're looking right now. 2 games in the top 1,000. 6 games in the 57 games design. Holy guacamole. And what do you want to bet? He's going to want this to be one of his big ones. You know, I just... Because this is going to be... Wait, this is for... Yeah, this is for... Wait, did we accidentally delete one? I think I accidentally deleted one. No, I need to go back. All right, so Frostpunk... I'm not going to eliminate one of those yet. We're going to keep going. Eventually, we're going to start eliminating things, though. Next game I'm super excited about this year, 2022. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim The Adventure game. Now, this one was on GameFound. I did a GameFound critique on it, and I wasn't actually that impressed with the GameFound project. I think I gave it a poor grade. But the game itself, I was actually excited about. And the reason why is 60 to 120 minutes, 1 to 4 players. And I believe this was, cooperative dice rolling. But it's going to be kind of Seventh Continent-esque, where you have a boatload of cards, and you're reading off cards, and you're going around and doing the adventuring. And that's really what I loved about Skyrim, was just going around and adventuring. And what they did instead was they leaned heavily into all these minis, and not enough into just how awesome the game sounded. And I am a huge sucker for adventure-based cooperative games, so I have a feeling that this one is going to stay in my top 10, despite the fact that minis look completely unnecessary and just tacked on. But I think that one's going to stay. But right now, the first 3, I doubt we're going to be able to keep all of them. Dom Pierre, no, that's actually what I'm doing a Kickstarter critique on today. So, no, you go bye-bye. You go bye-bye. Here we go. Ardia, The Path We Dare Tread. So this one looked amazing. The Kickstarter absolutely wowed me. It's from the same guy who did Xia, Legends of a Drift System, Cody Miller. And he's been relatively quiet since Xia came out. There was like the surfing game, but he hasn't done much, and I think it's because he's been focusing completely on this new project, which has triple layer boards, which means it's going to be Legacy-esque, where you're going to be able to, rip parts off the board. Yeah, like this. And this is an idea that they used in my favorite Legacy game of all time from Ravensburger, Rise of Queensdale. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you like dice manipulation and dice placement. It's so stinking good, and it uses that mechanism. This one I think for sure is going to be in my top 10. And I don't typically reach out to companies to ask for review copies because I have such a massive backlog. This is one that I actually will break that rule because this looks so stinking incredible. So top 4 right now, but some of them are going to have to go because Blood on the Clocktower is not going to go. This right now I can tell you is my favorite game of all time. I bounce back between 1, 2, and 3 with it, Werewolf, and Twilight Imperium I'll just say 4th edition. I'm not going to be a hipster. Twilight Imperium. This is social deduction at its absolute finest, at its absolute most brain burning. And I played this a whole bunch at Origins 2-3 years ago, back before it got canceled, and it blew me and Adam's pants off. Like, it was just the most fun time, and I was like, wow, this might be the best game I've ever played. And then I tried to get it this year at Gen Con, but I played with a way different group of people. These were people who were like playtesting all the different roles and stuff. Like, they did YouTube videos and they played games all the time. So me and Adam were like just like these cute little puppies that were just getting torn apart by the falcons who played all the different roles. And it was spectacular. And I realized just how the insane amount of depth and complexity that is in this game, and why I think it's going to be a game that when it comes to people out is just going to absolutely blow people away. And it will be a game you'll see people playing 50 years from now. I quote me on that. It's that good. It is that insanely good. It's going to get passed down from family member to family member. And it's probably my number 1 game of 2022, because I am eventually going to rank these. But eventually I'm going to have to start kicking some games out, right? So next we got Endless Winter. Oh, wow, we already talked about that one, so you can go. 7th Citadel. So this is not an expansion, but a sequel, I guess, to 7th Continent, which is a fantastic exploration story game where you're making choices, you're going around and you're exploring, and this just looks to improve it. All new cooperative exploration adventure game from the creators of 7th Continent. This one is based mostly just on what they did before, and just the basic idea that, hey, they're going to take everything they learned before. Look at that. Oh my gosh. My son and I, both my sons, are going to, and my daughter, when she's old enough, are going to go on amazing adventures on this map. I know this. Like, this has to be in the top 10. There's no way I can knock the 7th Citadel out of the top 10. But we still got a whole bunch to go through, and stuff's going to have to get knocked. Now, so Stellaris Infinite Legacy. So this one I did a Kickstarter preview for. It's one of the worst videos I've ever done in my life. I will never preview a game again without playing it, because my ADHD I can't be cohesive. But essentially what they're trying to do is they're trying to take the massive 4X experience and wrap it into a 90 to 150 minute game. Like, pretty much giving you all the flavor of Twilight Imperium, but compressed down. And it's really all going to be based on like this really, really stinking cool system they got right here. How do I go down? Yeah, right here. So this is going to be your trade. This is going to be your area. This is going to be your hub. And there's going to be so much information. You're going to be sliding cards in here. You're going to have all your stuff right here. It looks incredible. I have not played it, but I definitely think it's going to stick around in the top 10, maybe towards the back end. We'll see. We'll see. Also, I did a Kickstarter preview for that. They gave me a link to put in that Kickstarter preview. People clicked on it. If they back the project, I get a certain portion of whatever they back. I don't know what that number is. I'm really excited to find out what that number is and see how much money I made on the video. I should reach out to them soon. All right, but Merchants of the Dark Road. This one, I know nothing about it, but I do like Elf Creek games. I do love the art style here. And this one just reached out to me. So brave the perils of the Dark Road, traveling between city to earn fame and fortune. But what is it? It is a contracts, dice rolling, endgame bonuses follow. Yeah, it looks cool. Those components look really nice. And this looks like a really fun, great game. But, hey, Matt, what's up? I just spotlighted your artwork. Haha, Matt Paquette. Fantastic. Check out the weekly album. Anywho, yeah, I don't think this is top 10, though, for me. We'll keep it here, but I think this one's probably going to go. Nothing about, like, aside from that gripping artwork, and I love this. Like, this. And that typically doesn't happen for me. All right, but I'm looking for just a little bit more. Now, AEG, that gets me excited. AEG makes consistently great games in my book and has one of my top 5 favorite games of all time, maybe 10, with Space Base. So anytime we're talking AEG and, John D. Clare, and hey, Ian, what's up? Oh my gosh, the Alan Boom is all over this 2022 list. Love this. That gets me excited. So card crafting, love it, meets 4x, sail the high seas, and choose your path to victory. All those words right there get me so excited, and they make me want to be a pirate. So let's see. Is this going to... Come on, AEG, I want you to stay on here. Oh, and we're going to be unlocking stuff? Oh my gosh, look at all the stuff I'm unlocking. That looks so fun. Yes, cubes. And oh, look at this, a pirate! Okay. This one I think is going to be staying in the top 10, but... We'll keep going. This is a lot of great games. All right, Preservance Castaway Chronicles Episode 1 and 2. This is what I took a flyer on. It sounded intriguing to me. Let's see if it's going to stay up here. Discover a living dinosaur world, a series of mechanically evolving strategy games. So there's 2 strategy games, really fancy components, city building, sci-fi, exploration. Wow, there is everything seemingly in this game. Now, is this on Kickstarter? They did a Rondo video, so this is probably coming out. Intriguing. 80 to 180 minutes. A lot of designers. Lots of fingers in the pot, including David Surtsey. I like him a lot. Interesting. We're going to keep this one up here. I might keep a flyer on that. That might be like a number 10. War of the Rings, Kings of Middle-earth. I'm a sham. I don't even know why I put this here. I was just kind of curious more about what it was, and I want to show it to you, because if you're a War of the Rings fan, might be excited about it. I've never actually played War of the Rings. It's a game that I want to play one day, so bye-bye. Hell, The Last Saga. Also one, it looked intriguing, interesting box. Survive, explore, fight, solve mysteries in this narrative Viking survival horror game. You tell me a lot of information there. I get excited, and now I'm here. And let's see. Oh, wow. Lots of information on the cards there. This is looking solid. Ooh, like the artwork. We got the fancy minis. Okay, fancy minis. Let's see what kind of game mechanisms. Oh, it's cooperative. Nice. Okay. Interesting. That one, I might take a flyer on that one. Let's check out the designer real quick. So, Cold War. So, nothing in the top 1,000, but a couple in the top 4,000. So, still, I mean, that's insanely impressive. Not trying to diminish that. It's just whenever I see something in the top 1,000, you know, we're hyped with it. Which games am I most hyped about? If I see that it's got a great pedigree, I'm interested. John Company. I remember really liking this Kickstarter, and I remember really liking the art style, and I don't remember much else about the... Whoa. Oh, man. My brain hurts already looking at this board. That looks so crunchy and fun. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Stop. That looks so... Okay, so second edition. What was the first edition ranked? Let's check this out, because this is going to bump up my excitement level. First edition was ranked 1,500. So they're taking the number 1,500 game that was released... way back when? When was way back when? 2017. So it's not that far way back when. And they're redoing it and making it bigger, making it better. This one I'm kind of on board with. Yeah, I think this one might steal a top 10 spot as well, but I got to start eliminating stuff eventually. Stationfall, a game of blackmail and betrayal, murder and mayhem, danger and destruction. Whoa! 1 to 9 players, 90 to 120 minutes. What the hell is going on here? I am very intrigued. Let's check out the designer. I can't open it up in that new tab because that will just ruin everything. So, what is Stationfall? Well, imagine a dozen or so random humans, robots, and none of the aboves, each with their own abilities, goals, and secret relationships, have been turned loose in a space station that is going to be incinerated upon its inevitable re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. Deduction game, action points, hidden roles. I do really like lengthier social deduction games. And 90 to 120 minutes. For 9 players? Like, that is a niche. And then, whoa, I see here 2 games in the top 1,000. Yes, please. I think this one goes towards the top. Like, because that is just scratching all my itches right there. So let's keep going. John Company, you're looking great as well. Artificial Intelligence, I thought this one, the box looked interesting. Okay, not so much when I first glued on it. It's just... Why do I click on them sometimes? I don't know. So, publisher, what's your game? 60 to 120 minutes. This is a economic science fiction game. Next to no information on it, no pictures, no nothing. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Vampire the Masquerade chapter. I saw this honestly just being in a massively huge box, and this was kind of what intrigued me here. And now I'm seeing that it's going to be filled with mostly minis. And let's see what the gameplay looks like. Anything. Bueller gameplay instead of minis and artwork. Any of that? It is a cooperative dice rolling, grid movement, hand management. Let's check out the pedigree on it. 8,500, 11,000, 14,000. I'm out. Twilight Struggle, Red Sea, Conflict in the Horn of Africa. Low-key, insanely excited about this one. Twilight Struggle is a game I have not played in probably 5 or 6 years, but the 3 or 4 times that I've played it... Actually, no, I think I played it more. I think I'm getting this mixed up with another one. This was... Anywho, it's a spectacular game. It is just absolutely packed to the brim with history and thematic flair about the Cold War, and it's so good. It's such a well-made, well-balanced game, and an expansion... I'm intrigued. Part of GMT's Lunchtime series is a 2-player card-driven game that builds on the award-winning Twilight Struggle. So it's not an expansion. It is its own separate spin-off game. No, I'm out. I was super abuzz about the expansion. Spin-off game, not as excited. Terraforming Mars, the dice game. Now, I love Terraforming Mars, love dice games. I'm excited, complete with rival CVOs to make Mars habitable and build your corporate empire. And I see there's still a board there. There's still a pretty chunky looking board there. This, now, oh my goodness. This right here intrigues me to no end. All the custom dice, not you. All the different special abilities. I want to see a lot of different stuff there. Okay. This one's on the list. This one might be on the list. We'll get there. Amsterdam. Queen Games. Re-implements Macau. Okay. I played Macau once. I thought it was good. So that was just out. If it re-implements Macau, then I'm like, okay. Good. Macau is good, but it's not my top 2022. Hoplomachus. I think I might have thrown an extra 20 in there. Hoplomachus Victorum. Strategic gladiator combat adventure featuring solo campaign play. So, I love the gladiator theme. That's just a theme that naturally attracts me. I love that time period. I love learning about that time period. And to see that there's a solo game based on Chip Theory Games, who has a very, very good reputation, this gets me excited, even though I've never actually played any of their games except for one little lockpicking game, which I wasn't the biggest fan of. But the other stuff, never played any of it. So, but still, this might be up here. Like a medium weight solo gladiator adventure. Like, I'm in. Look at the cards. Look at all that information. Oh my goodness, that looks fun. Top 10 though? I don't know, we'll see. Jurassic World miniature game. That's not what I meant to click on. I don't care about you. No, I wanted the other Jurassic World game. There's a Jurassic World legacy game coming out from Funko Games. If I accidentally clicked on that instead of this one, I want that one to be in asterisk as in my top 10. Because that I am super excited to see what they do. Because, honestly, I've been playing a lot of Funko games lately. They released a whole bunch of these Christmas games and holiday games that are like these square boxes. They had a Grinch game. They had a Disney Cookies game. They had a Disney Princess game. I made how-to-play videos on all of them. And they were all pretty solid games. Like, none of them were stinkers. Which gets me really excited about the legacy behind this. And maybe not being the most amazing game night style game, but it's a family weight game. Like, an amazing legacy family weight game based on Jurassic World. Count me in. Like, so top 10 for sure on that one, if I forgot to click on it. So, Feed the Kraken, 5 to 11 players, you've immediately got my attention. Social Deduction, Loyal Sailors, Ruthless Pilots, Crazy Cultists, and the Kraken. So, 45 to 90 minutes. Great player count, 5 to 11. Bluffing, card game, deduction, miniatures, nauticals, pirates. How do you play? At the start of your journey, you'll receive a secret affiliation marker. You will either be a loyal sailor, a sneaky pirate, or a fantastic fanatic cult leader. Only the outnumbered pirates know each other. Everyone else will have to try to find their teammates or as they sail along rum-induced cabin searches. So what kind of game is it? Is it card? No, it looks like there's a good... Wow. Looks like there's a pretty good chunk. Like, yeah, I'm a really big fan of games like Unfathomable, where it's like lengthier social deduction, because I just feel like that's so fun when the lies get to marinate, you know? And like the Resistance over like 25 minutes. You know, you can't be super upset at somebody lying to the Resistance. But you get an hour, 2 hours into a game, somebody's been lying to your face the whole time, and then at the end you find out they just backstabbed you to win the game. Oh my gosh, I love that feeling. I love being on both ends of that feeling, and I love the fact that board games can give us that sort of sensation. And that's why this is going to be here for now. Top 10, though, I don't know. I think that one's going to go. Robinson Crusoe, Adventure on the Cursed Island, The Book of Adventures. Nah, get out of here. I can't do that. Like, we have too much amazing stuff fronting this for me to say that in my top 10 is an expansion to a game I actually haven't played in like a year or two, which is a fantastic game. I love Robinson Crusoe, though. Wayfarers of the South Tigris. I was actually just kind of hoping this was... Ooh, wait. Is this... So there was a trade on the Tigris, which was a fantastic... no, this is not the game. That was a negotiation game from Tasty Missile Games that is just underloved. It is so dang great. And I thought maybe this was like a spin-off or something of it. Like maybe this company picked up that. But no. So goodbye. Sheol. I gotta say, I hate the name. You gotta wow me here. 2 pictures. Action points, cooperative game. Nope. Bye-bye. Not enough. Long Shot the Dice game. Re-implements Long Shot. Long Shot, which I've heard is a fantastic game. I've never actually played it. Chris Handy. I do like Chris Handy. 1 to 8 players, 20 to 30 minutes. I like all of those pieces of information. Betting and bluffing, dice rolling, endgame bonuses, paper and pencil, rolling. So it's just a fun little horse racing game. This looks fun. This looks very fun. Small box, like that. Dry erase. Oh boy, howdy. That might be low-key top 10. That might sneak in there. I don't know. Caesar, Seize Rome in 20 minutes. Now, I played the original, which I think was Panzer, played World War II in 20 minutes or something like that, and it's fantastic. Like, oh my gosh. If you've been thinking about that one, go pull the trigger on it. I think you're going to, like, it is so stinking fun. And I think this is the follow-up to it. But honestly, I can't go top 10. I don't think I can go top 10 on that. I'm just not that excited about it. Because I've played so many other games that have just been sequels to a game that I really loved. And be like, yeah, that was good. That was really good. But it's just... I want you to think of another time where the sequel to a game ended up being better than the original game. And I just can't think of too many of those instances. Or the big follow-up where they just kind of rethemed it. Like, say, King of Tokyo to King... Well, King of New York was definitely different. But you get what I'm saying here. So top 10, no. But I do want to try that. Now, Divinus is an exception because this is not a sequel to Destinies, which honestly, I gave a Bauer's Best seal. It's one of the best family games of all time, in my personal opinion. Game night game, not as much. It's a very simple game. I think game nights are still gonna have a lot of fun with it, though. But for families, oh my gosh, the magical adventures that me and my son went on, and just how cool he thought that was so amazing. And then this is supposed to be like the next step up. Now, the first thing that I see here is 45 to 60 minutes, which I gotta say turns me off just a little bit. Like, I really want them to take the Destiny system where it's all just app integrated and it works just so dang well, and just ramp that up into a medium to, heavy medium weight game. Oh my gosh. And this doesn't look like it's that, which kind of bums me out a little bit. So even though I am excited about this one, we'll leave it here. I don't know if it's gonna crack the top 10. Well, Lucky Duck Games has a really good track record with me, except for Baron Voodoo. I hated Baron Voodoo. That game stunk. The Stuff of, at least in my personal opinion, The Stuff of Legends. This one I remember had a fantastic Kickstarter campaign. It was based on an Eisner Award-winning comic, and I remember the Kickstarter really grabbed me. I don't remember why. So 3 to 6 players, 60 to 120 minutes. I think this was cooperative. No. Each player takes the role of one of the boys' loyal toys, each with their own unique abilities. Players work cooperatively. Oh, it is. Scouring in dark in search of the boy before the boogeyman can escape with them. Players beware, though. The course of the game, your allegiance may change. At any point, one of your fellow players could be secretly working with the wicked boogeyman. I do like that, actually, a whole lot. Trader games. I'm a big fan of trader games. That Kickstarter wowed me, so I think we'll stick it. Well, we're going to keep it there for right now. Caverna, Frantic Fiends. I actually just want to see how big this is. This looks like a pretty big Caverna expansion. I'm a big fan of Caverna. What's it add? Orcs are ravaging the land and threatening your caves and families. Can you defeat the ravaged orc, bring back peace and prosperity to your people, and convert to Frantic Fiends? The second large expansion. So this is a big box expansion to Caverna right here. Okay. I kind of got to leave it there, right? Like that, when it goes 1 to 7, oh, it's so good. If you have not played Caverna, it is, in my personal opinion, and you, Rosenberg, you know what? I gotta get him in here. He's one of my favorite game designers of all time. Feast Road is spectacular. Caverna is spectacular. Agricola is still really, really, really stinking good, even though I think Caverna has usurped it. Le Havre is, I have not played. And like, look at this. These are 5 games in the top 100. So, respect right now. This is my top 10. Frantic Fiends cannot be taken out because like orcs, like, come on. I'm done. Dominion Allies. I'm hoping this is a cooperative Dominion expansion. That's what I've been wanting for oh so long. Unless it's already out, and I just didn't miss it because, like, let's be honest, expansions 7 through 11, we kind of just glazed over those one. And then they made the switch to version 2, and then they're like, well, this one works with version 1, but I don't even know. Anywho, Dominion allies. Allies arrive to do favors. It's a celebration. People are dancing the street and riding horses through the dance halls. You finally formed an alliance with the barbarians. Shut the hell up about the theme. Nobody wants to hear about the damn theme. What are you adding? Dominion Allies, the 14th expansion of the Dominion series, contains 400 cards. It's a big box with 31 new kingdom card piles that contain allies who do favors for you and split piles that you can rotate. I need more information. Can I zoom in? Zoom in. What's it do? Oh, they're in German. Damn it. No. At the 14th expansion, I can't go top 10, right? That's a bit much. Race for the Galaxy. Expansion and Brinksmanship. Combines the first arc expansions, Gathering Storm, Rebellion, Rebel vs. Imperium, Brink of War. Oh, so this combines expansions. That's a cool idea, but no. Rolling Heights. So this one I know absolutely nothing about. I remember they talked about it when I was... Yeah, it looks cool. It's from John D. Clare. I know they think it's going to be one of the big ones this year, but I can't go top 10 after what I've seen. Risk Shadow Forces? What was I doing? It's Hasbro. Its new Risk is a Legacy-style game. No designer listed. Another Risk Legacy-style game. Well, I kind of feel like now at this point I might want to include that one in the top 10 just so I can be like, hey, look, I was ahead of the curve. But I'm really not that excited about it, so I'm not going to do it. It would be a cheap thing to do. I should do it. From a YouTuber standpoint, I absolutely should be tagging Hasbro and say, Hasbro is one of my top 10 favorite games, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be honest to myself and be honest to you and say, I'm not in the top. This is top 10. Get the hell out of here, Risk Shadow Forms. Darwin's Journey Collector's Edition. Now, this one does actually... I remember the Kickstarter really wowed me on this one. No videos. What? I did a video on it. What are you talking about? I was there. Oh, this is the Collector's Edition. This is an extra fancy one. It's a worker placement game. A top 10 for me? No, not 1 to 4 players. Because we're going to have to start weeding out some 1 to 4 players. And we're going to go through these last ones kind of quick. These ones are just ones I kind of took flyers on. Game of Hunt, 4 Family Magnetic Adventures. What does this mean? Oh, I like magnets. Love magnets on kids' games. Okay, the board looks good. Board looks good for a children's game. Oh, they're different stories on each one. That's actually really kind of nifty. What kind of cards are we looking at here? Ages 5 plus, 20 minutes, 1 to 6 players. You know what? Dang it, I might be in. I might be in on this one. That one might be top 10. That one might be top 10 just for my kids. Space, The Mysteries of Terra Proxima. Space is one of my favorite games of all time. This is a smaller box expansion. It's not a full box. A new addition to the galaxy, a new way to expand your game. Merging the power of shy plutonium with new star technology as whatever theme. Once the story is complicated, maybe, but now there's ships added. Not only are new ships added, but the new scenarios replayed or the contents may be added to your space-based course. Yeah, of course they may be added. Okay. So it looks like another space-based expansion. I'm excited about it, but I'm not that excited about it. I need to see a little bit more. Mega Empires. Oh, this is a massive game. I remember doing the Kickstarter critique on this one and not being that impressed. So no, I am out. Electric Empires, 2 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes. This one, rival electric companies compete to power turn of the century, New York City. How much information's on the cards? Not much. Yeah, no, not top 10. Watson's Home 2. So now Watson's Home is a fantastic game. This is just going to have more adventures, but new adventures, new special rules and campaign. Now you can play the game competitively in teams, cooperatively, or solo. That actually does get me very excited because I'm terrible at this game, and so working with someone else sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, you're staying. You're staying for now. Voices in my head. Complete the courtroom to get the jury to feel the way you want them to. A team-based game. Equal or more self. If I want, I take it. What is this? This looks intriguing. This looks intriguing to me. Corey Knitska. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see the pedigree. We'll keep you there for now. Secret identity. The players must guess the hidden identity. Not much information. Okay, it looks party-ish. Lanista, and not that I'm saying that's a bad thing. It's like I have some other party games, and I think I'm more excited about the other party games I have. So what is this in different language? I don't know. Ooh, I do like that board, inlaid board with the cubes. Lots of information on the cards. I love the theme. 1 to 4 players, 60 minutes. So 1 to 4, auction, bidding, negotiation. Oh, okay. Okay, you might stay there. Negotiation. Recklin Run. Make your Recklin Run in this solo series game. Not much information. You're out. Bravery? I didn't click on you. City Break. One of a kind. They said one of a kind puzzle solving game, so I'm immediately intrigued. And I actually did. I did the rules for this guy. I actually did a rules thing for him. Okay, it looks like an interesting game, but not top 10. Santa's Workshop. 30 to 60 minutes. Yeah, this is one all about Santa's Workshop. If this was going to be a heavyweight game that was like 2 to 3 hours, I was totally all in. But it's not, so I'm all out. Circles. Roll right to land the ball in this. This looks fun. This looks fun. Look, you got the things. You got to roll. Is it top 10 fun, though? Do I have enough I don't have enough information. So how many do we have right here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have to start eliminating something. So first, Hell, you're gone. No, not for you. Now, I'm going to get rid of you. No, Stationfall, I think you're intriguing. Endless Winter or Paleo Americans or Frostpunk. I think, personally, since you're limited to the 1 to 4 player count, I'd rather have a heavier-ish game. Give me that extra 30 minutes. So I'm going to knock out Endless Winter. I think I'm going to keep Frostpunk for now. Skyrim, yes, you're in here, but do you deserve to be in here with 7th Continent? Because I'm more honestly excited about 7th Continent because while I do love Elder Scrolls, I love the adventure. Like, it wasn't the theme of it wasn't... Yeah, you know what? I think Elder Scrolls is gone. Once again, I probably should leave it there because then I could tag them, Bethesda, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to be honest. Ardia, you're staying. Blood on the Clocktower, you're staying. The 7th Citadel, yes, because I just got rid of one for you. So now we have Stellaris. I don't know enough about that one. It looks really cool. No. I'm going to be honest with myself. Merchants of the Dark Road, once again, no, as much as I'd love to show some support to Matt Paquette, because he's my boy. We're out of here. Dead Reckoning, yes, absolutely. AEG 4X card crafting, say no more. The Castaway Chronicles, this one looked interesting. Said I might take a flyer on it. John Company, yes. I want something heavy here. Terraforming Mars Dice Game, yes. Hoplomachus Solo, yeah, I like it. Maybe, we'll see. Now, I'm going to get rid of one of these social deduction games here. Which one is it, though? Divinius, no, you're gone. Stuff of Legends, so that's one of the social deduction games I got to decide. Feed the Krakens, one of the socials. Long shot, you might stay in here. Caverna, yep, you're mad props. You get respect. Watson and Holmes, yeah, I love Watson and Holmes. Every time I played it, I've had such a good time. And Lannister, ooh, as much as I want to, as much as I want to take a flyer on you, I just don't have enough information, I don't think. Maybe when more information comes out about that one, you might be able to squeeze in here. Voices in the Head. This one looks really interesting. It's got it just says team-based game. Players step into the courtroom and into the mind of a man on trial for robbing a bank. One player takes on the voice of the prosecutor who's trying to convict the defendant guy and send him to prison. Everyone else takes on the aspects of the guy's person. That sounds so insanely weird, I have to keep it. I just have to keep it, which means long shot the dice game. As much as I'd love to put this fun little dice rolling game here, which I'm sure I'm going to have a blast with, no. So, Feed the Kraken or the Stuff of Legends. Which one's staying, which one's going? This one goes up to 11 players. Come on. What was the other social deduction game? I had one more in here. Oh, children's game? Yeah, we'll throw that in there because I love kids' game. It was Dead Reckoning. And Dead Reckoning is not social deduction. All right, Terraforming Mars. So let's see what we got. Do I have 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We still have to eliminate 16 of them. Okay, let's be honest. Stuff of Legends. No, I'm out. Hoplomachus, I love the idea of the solo. I want to give support, but no, I'm probably out. Perseverance, I was trying to try and take a flyer on you. 80 to 180 minutes. I do love dinosaurs, but it's another 1 to 4. It's another 1 to 4 player game, and I already still have Frostpunk on here, so we're going to get rid of that one. Terraforming Mars Dice Game, yeah, you get to stay. John Company, you look chunky. I want to play you Dead Reckoning. So how many do we need to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have to get rid of 13 of these games. It's so hard. No, absolutely not. You're the best game I've ever played in my life, so you stay there. Caverna, yes, you get mad respect, so you stay there. Watson and Holmes, I've had so much fun with you. Dead Reckoning, I'm so excited for you. Stationfall, you look... It's a game of blackmail. I love blackmail for up to 9 players. Yeah, you're sliding. Game of Hunt, you're sliding. Voices in my head, no, you get in. 7th Citadel. I got to get rid of 7th Citadel. Here's the thing, I'm super excited about that game, but I've played 7th Continent like 6 times, and I haven't revisited it in like a year. I want to. It's one of those things that I absolutely want to get back to, but I have not. No, I can't do it. Watson Home, you go. Feed the Kraken. You're staying 5 to 11 players. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We still have to get rid of 2 of you. You look so chunky and so fun, and you're solo and 1 to 6 players, and you have so much adventure, and you have triple layer boards. I gotta cut you. I gotta go. I can't. Because as much as I love to play games with my kids, I love playing games with everybody. All right, so which one of you? One more has to go. Who's it gonna be? Is it you? Is it Caverna? It's gotta be Caverna. I have not played the first big box expansion to Caverna. All right, there's a 10. Now, let's order them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, most excited. Blood on the Clocktower. It's spectacular. It's amazing. My favorite game of all time. Won with a bullet. Don't forget, also, the Jurassic Park game. We'll throw that in there as 11, just, because I forgot about it. Dead Reckoning. This one actually looks super amazing to me. I think it might be number 10. This one looks super interesting. I'm more interested in this than that. Frostpunk, I know, is probably going to be fantastic, but I'm not super excited about it. So I think that one's probably going to be towards the bottom. Feed the Kraken, also very skeptical. This could be a flaming dumpster fire, but I'm still excited. We're going to bump it up. Oh, no. Terraforming Mars, realistically, much like this looks like this could get played a lot at my house with my game groups. Like, does it keep going? Yes. Terraforming Mars, does it keep going? Yes, it does. Now, so top 10 games of 2022 that I'm most excited about. Number 10, Frostpunk, the board game. Looks spectacular. Medium to heavyweight game. Very interested. Number 9, Feed the Kraken. Little bit of a flyer on this. 5 to 11 players, 45 to 90 minutes. A lot of fingers in the pot on the game. I'm very excited about this one. I love acting. I love hidden roles. I love role-playing. I love roles with asymmetric information. All those things sound delightful, and so I think number 9 is, you know what? Yeah, number 9 is where that will stay. Number 8, 1 to 6 players, 90 to 240 minutes. This is a heavy, chunky, meaty game. Look at this board. John Company 2nd edition. I absolutely want to try out. Yes. So, my number 7. Moving on to 10, 9, 8. No, that was number 8. So, number 7, the 7th Citadel. I absolutely had a blast with my time in the 7th continent, even though me and my son never got around to finishing it. We will one day, hopefully, fingers crossed. But this one looks like more of the same absolute spectacular adventuring game. Ardia, the Path We Dare Tread. I honestly, if I had both these right now, I think I would rather play Ardia than the 7th Citadel. So I think I did correct there. Actually, no, Ardia is going to go higher. Stationfall is going to be the number 6. We're going to go this, a game of blackmail and betrayal, 1 to 9 players. So I'm very curious to see how it goes from 1 to 9 players. That is a very wide player count, 90 to 120 minutes game. Deduction, hidden rolls, hidden victory points. Looks like a blast. I think we keep bumping Ardia up. Voices in my head. Complete in a courtroom to get the injury as you feel, then want him to. It sounds like just a weird game, and I just love weird-sounding games that make you think and act and talk to people in different ways. And this looks cool. This looks cool. I'm very intrigued about this game, Voices in My Head. My number 6. Now we're into the top 5. Is it Ardia? Is it Terraforming Mars? No, we're going to keep bumping it up. We're going to go Terraforming Mars, the dice game. I have no doubt in my mind if this is good as it looks. And I think it's really going to bank on how many of these action cards there are and how diverse those action cards are. But if it is, like, Terraforming Mars is one of my favorite games of all time. So yes, very excited about that one. Number 3, yeah, we're going to go Ardia, the Path We Dare Tread, 1 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes to play. It looks like an absolutely spectacular game to play, where you just explore and you go around the world and you just do stuff. And it looks so cool. I want to explore this world. It looks so fun. The Kickstarter absolutely wowed me. My number 3 most anticipated game of 2022. Moving on to number 2, Dead Reckoning, because card crafting meets 4X, meets John Declare, sail the high seas, and choose your path to victory. And just looking through these, like, look, I'm going to be customizing my ship, and I'm going to have see-through cards, and I'm going to have this cool little pirate ship right here, and there's going to be 4 decks that are all going to have different cards, and, like, oh, there's expansions, and, like, this looks like, oh, I want to play. I want to unlock all the secrets. My number 2 game, and honestly, the game... Oh, I can't even go that I'm most excited with, because my number 1 is Blood on the Clocktower. It's the best game I've ever played. It is one of the most deep games I've ever played. It's so insanely unique. It gives you a unique role, and you go on an adventure with a bunch of other people who have unique roles, and you try and figure out who the bad people are, and there's just so many different things that could potentially be going on in the game, and it's such a blast. It's not going to be for everybody. You need to know that it is like, this is the heavyweight game equivalent of social deduction. You know, we might say Werewolf at its purest form is a gateway game. It really is. You get one card. But as you get more complex, it becomes a medium-weight game. And then I wouldn't say a heavyweight game with Werewolf. But Blood of the Clocktower definitely goes into the heavyweight of the thing. And honestly, it will burn your brain a little bit. But that is my top 10 games of 2022, most anticipated games. Let me know in the comments below how I'm wrong, how I'm right. What's your most anticipated game of 2022? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.